We all know how essential sleep is for our physical and mental well-being. Back in school, to emphasize the importance of sleep, we were taught a moral essay titled, "Rest is a part of work, like eyelids are part of the eye." But what happens if someone doesn't sleep for an entire month? Any sane person would say staying awake for 30 consecutive days is impossible. When sleep takes over, we slip into drowsiness almost automatically. No matter how hard we try, we can't stop this process. Even people who suffer from chronic insomnia eventually fall asleep. That's why people are curious. What really happens if someone doesn't sleep for that long? Over time, many people on the internet have claimed to run experiments to explore the long-term effects of sleep deprivation. Among these, the most infamous is the Russian sleep experiment. This story often comes with eerie, doctored images. Such tales and visuals are known as creepypasta, short, fictional horror stories meant to scare readers. These urban legends often revolve around death, the supernatural, or eerie phenomena. The Russian sleep experiment became so popular that many began to believe it was real. But no evidence has ever been found to suggest such an experiment happened, either in Russia or anywhere else in the world. And yet, here's how the story goes. A group of Soviet researchers in the 1940s set out to answer the question, what happens if someone doesn't sleep for 30 days? Backed by the military, they selected 5 political prisoners as test subjects. The prisoners were kept in a sealed gas chamber for 15 days. Inside, a special airborne stimulant was released to keep them awake. The prisoners were promised freedom if they could complete the experiment successfully. The first few days went smoothly. The subjects talked to each other and communicated with the researchers through microphones. Every conversation was recorded. The chamber was equipped with 2-way mirrors for observation. But things took a dark turn on the 5th day. The prisoners began showing signs of mental instability. By the 9th day, 2 of them started running around the chamber, screaming at the top of their lungs, as if tearing their vocal cords didn't matter. And then, just as suddenly, the screaming stopped. A terrifying silence fell. When researchers announced they would open the chamber, the prisoners shouted back. They no longer wanted freedom. On the 15th day, when the door was finally opened, the sight shocked everyone. One prisoner was already dead. The others were covered in severe wounds. Some had torn their own flesh, others had disemboweled themselves. It even appeared as if some had eaten their own flesh. When they were told to leave the chamber, they resisted with inhuman strength and violence, completely unlike their earlier selves. Even sedatives had no effect on them. Despite sustaining horrific injuries, they stayed alive and alert, demanding more of the stimulant gas. One prisoner died the moment he fell asleep. The remaining 3 were treated and prepared to return to the chamber. But EEG tests showed something disturbing. All of them were brain dead, though still alive. Another died shortly afterward. The researchers, terrified, decided to shut down the experiment. One prisoner was shot dead. Before the last surviving test subject was executed, the researchers asked him one final question. "What have you become?" He replied, "I am the evil within all of you, the darkness kept at bay by sleep." Moments later, he too was shot dead, and all traces of the experiment were destroyed. Like most creepypasta stories, there are slight variations in the telling of this tale. The Russian sleep experiment first appeared online in 2010 on a Wikipedia-style page. The author's real identity remains unknown, but their username was Orange Soda. Since then, the story has gone viral. While many consider it just a horror fiction, others firmly believe it to be real. There are reasons for this belief. The Soviet Union has long been rumored to conduct secret experiments, sometimes even using humans as test subjects, allegedly under the Soviet Secret Service. Between the early 1900s and the fall of the USSR, numerous experiments were supposedly carried out to defeat the West, especially the USA and its allies. even the US has been accused of similar tests. Moreover, the way Western media often portrays Russia as a mysterious and ruthless state fuels these rumors. Russia's strict secrecy policies only add credibility to such legends. The story's popularity was further boosted by pop culture. It inspired novels, short films, and even full-length movies. So, even if it's just a fictional horror tale, the Russian sleep experiment continues to capture the imagination of internet users, and will likely do so for years to come.